Halos lahat tayo dito sa Pilipinas, parang feeling natin mananalo na si Janriel Casimero. And nung nakita natin yung picture ni Janriel Casimero, no, he looks good, he looks prime and ready. And most people think talagang mukhang kaya niyang magtanggal ng ulo at tanggalin ng ulo ni Butler. Pero ang katotohanan, hindi po ganong kadali iyon. Dito po sa video na ito, pag-uusapan natin ang tatlong bagay na dapat gawin ni Casimero sa aking palagay po At kayo tatanungin ko kayo kung anong palagay nyo ang tatlong bagay na dapat gawin ni Casimero. 3 keys to win for Casimero for the Butler fight. Yan po pag-uusapan natin ngayon.
Powcast Sports. If you're new here, don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell.
Sa mga hindi pa nakasubscribe, subscribe, hit that notification bell dito sa channel na ito. Pinag-uusapan natin yung mga suntukan sa international, sa local, minsan basketball, minsan MMA. At syempre, dito, hopefully, maging magkaibigan tayo at lagi tayong mag-usapan. Pag-usapan na natin itong Casimero vs. Butler. Excited na lahat. 1 week. This is fight week. And of course, lahat tayo dito karamihan Casimero fans, no? At talaga namang parang sabi ng iba, pag-akit lang niya diyan, mananalo na siya. So let's assume na tinalo niya na yung weigh-in. Walang problema sa weigh-in, okay? This guy is very motivated to si Casimero. I must tell you as well that Paul Butler is motivated. If you haven't watched, kung hindi niyo pa napapanood, gumawa rin ako ng 3 keys to win para kay Paul Butler. Para naman hindi bias, pantay lang, okay? And this fight for Casimero is not really the ultimate goal. Hindi ito yung pinaka talagang gusto niyang laban. Alam naman natin, Inoue, Donaire, yung unification and undisputed fight. And whether kahit na hindi ito yung pinaka gusto niyang laban, this is a must win for Casimero. He is back against the wall in this fight because he must not lose the WBO title. So, this is a very important fight, to say the least, okay? Again, assuming he gets past the weigh-in, he's 100%, and hope as well, which is one of the concern for me, is na kapag adjust siya sa weather condition and sa time and the temperature doon sa Liverpool, kung gusto ko dyan makapunta sa Liverpool, makapasyal no? Casimero is not just a power puncher. No, hindi lang siya angas. He's also underrated, smart, and good defense. Para sa akin po palagay So, let's share the kumbaga yung obvious. The obvious is Casimero has the edge. He got the edge on the power. He gets the edge on the experience. But with Coach Jason Casimero not there, that could affect the game. So, in number 1, dito sa number 1 ko, dito sa keys to win, he needs to make sure because he doesn't have his real head coach. I think Stephen Lune is gonna be there, but not really a boxing trainer, from what I understand. And there will be a boxing trainer, but not really his trainer. So, he needs to be very focused in this fight. I think this is the most important thing because of a lot of distraction outside the ring and maybe there mismo sa event, baka magka-distraction. We all know who's there. He will be a playing coach. You know, sa basketball may playing coach. So he needs to be a thinking fighter here because ultimately he would have to make the adjustment himself. And of course, he will listen to his corner, but he has probably the most experience in boxing and probably training as well sa corner niya, which is a disadvantage. But like what I said, Casimero is a smart fighter. So he needs to be thinking there, and the corner needs to make sure that his mind is clear and they really support the rest of the thing because Casimero is the one that should adjust and should think about the current strategy that's happening. Yon. So, and he need to make sure that he control his kailangan mind, body, heart. Utak muna, katawan, syempre kailangan mag-respond, tapos yung heart niya, controlled aggression. Now, I'm not disrespecting Paul Butler here, but Casimero is really the better and the more experienced fighter than the two. So that in itself is an edge. So number 1, ilagay natin sa utak natin, playing coach, play smart. He needs to think and not just fight because he needs to be the one to make the decision on what's the next step kung sakali man na may nangyari na out of plan. But they said they already have the plan coming into this. But in boxing, adjustment is very important. So he needs to make that adjustment himself. So he needs to clear his mind. Number 2, the obvious thing, which is show power. I think he should show power early, hurt him early, make him respect you early, and dictate the offense, and make Butler a defensive fighter. If he can do that, then he has the edge already in trying to win the fight. Actually, kasi Butler is not really a defensive fighter. This guy can punch. This guy is brave. This guy likes to fight toe-to-toe as well. Nakikipagpalitan ito. And if he put Butler out of place and he controlled the offense and again controlled the aggression, then he will put Butler out of place and he will maybe forced to change his strategy. So instead of, kasi si Casimero, they have their own strategy. We don't know exactly, but if he can hurt him, then it's Butler that needs to adjust, not him. Either way, pag gano'n na nangyari, pag nakuha niya yung respeto ni Butler, then he will have the upper hand. Siya yung magko-control ng laban. Pero Butler is expecting that he will attack. Do not overuse the right hand. That's his power hand. As well, no? Nakikita natin pag yun ng umano talagang nayayanig eh. Do not overuse it. Butler will expect that. Since we will expect a firepower, what I want sa third keys to win para dito kay Casimero is Casimero should control the distance of the fight. And I think the best distance is mid-range. Not inside fighting, but if it goes there, kaya naman ni Casimero. Not long distance, definitely not that. Mid-range. Mid-range kasi Casimero, who also likes to bang, he's more effective sa mid-range. Yung nakakabuelo pa siya. Kita mo kasi pag umaatake siya, may buelo pa eh. So, if he's in the mid-range, not sa loob, si Paul Butler, magaling madukot sa body shot tsaka sa left hook eh. So, at least may iwasan din niya yung body shot, which is sigurado akong tatargetin ni Butler yung body shot. Will try to test his stamina, his condition, because yun nga, nababali-balita na he may be out of shape, but looking at him, he is looking good, but still, Paul Butler is gonna try and go to the body. So pag mid-range, medyo kailangan pa maglayo ng konti si Butler. So Butler needs to go inside. Pero pag mid-range, Casimero has the right distance for that overhand right hand. So wag naman din out of range, kasi pag out of range naman magiging parang Rigundo Casimero. Kung papasok-pasok si Paul Butler, sabi nga nila, one of the thing na pwedeng gawin ni Paul Butler, gawin niya yung ginawa ni Rigo, pero sumuntok lang siya. Which, in the end, again, home court niya, pwede siyang manalo. I mean, that could be it, but that's not Paul Butler style. Hindi naman yun yung style ni Paul Butler. So, again, playing coach needs to be thinking there. Tanggalin muna lahat ng issue. Let the mind and the body work. Number 2, show him the power early. Try to hurt him early. Control the fight early. Make him respect you because you got the power. And number 3, stay on the mid-range. Avoiding the inside fighting and the body shot na shortcut. So yun yung tatlo. At the end of this fight, of course, everyone expecting a knockout. That's ideal, but a decision win for Casimero is also good. It's not actually bad. So the more important thing here is for Casimero to win, and he has the tools and the experience to make it happen. So in very simple terms, yung kanyang strategy is mind, focus, power, make him respect, and discipline in reference to the right distance, and again, not overcommitting to his power. Not believe in his power, but do not believe it so much, because this guy also, his opponent, has power too. So kayo po, ano po yung sa tingin niyo? Tatlo lang muna. Ang dapat gawin ni Casimero para siya yung magwagi dito sa laban na ito. Again, lamado na siya. This is not a prediction. This is the 3 keys to win for Casimero. Meron din ang ginawa kay Butler. Soon, gagawa ko ng aking final prediction. At excited na tayo lahat. Comment down below. Ako po si Pau Salud. At kung suporta kay Casimero o sa Filipino Boxing, subscribe, hit na notification bell. Pa-share na rin para sa mga tao, para makita nila kung ano ba tingin ni Pau Salud sa keys to win dito. Kayo, anong keys to win nyo? I'll respect whatever your opinion is, but this is mine. Please share yours. Salamat po. Pausalud Powcast Sports. Boom, boom, pow. I'm out of here. April 22, 23 sa Pilipinas. Madaling araw. Puyatan tayo, ha?
Powcast Sports. If you're new here, don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell.